Hello, y'all, and welcome back to Anointed Crown Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also, take a look at the description over there. You will notice that there is a link to all of my other platforms. So my Facebook, my Threads, my Instagram, as well as my website, which is where you can book your personal reading. For the entire month of June, $10 off of any tarot reading that you book through my website. The only one that's not valid on is my Freaky Fridays, which I only do those on Fridays, and you have to message me directly, which is basically a love reading. It's a short love reading with an explicit adult twist. As usual, this is a love reading. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't resonate, don't force it. You feel me? So for my fire sign babies, my Aries, my Leos, my Sagittariuses, this is for you. If you are dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius, this also could possibly resonate for you. Give me a second, y'all. I can't stand flies. I can't stand when they come in my space. And I just sprayed some Florida water at it and that shit went out the window. Well, out the door. But we're going to talk about the person that's on your mind, how they feel about you. Just basically get a current energy update and kind of see where things are right now with you and that person. Or possibly even where they could be going. So Spirit, how does the person on my fire sign collective's mind currently feel about them? How does the person on my fire sign collective's mind currently feel about them? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we got the moon. We got the Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. To start off with, all right, so the person on your mind, let's see, let's clarify this Three of Cups real quick first. Clarify this Three of Cups for me, Spirit. Oh. I'm getting, let me see, clarify this moon before I say what I want to say. Clarify this moon for me, Spirit. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking, and the Eight of Cups came out. This person's moving on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it and laugh like that, but it's not funny. The person on your mind is, they're moving on with their lives. It looks like they have, they've decided to kind of basically walk away from the confusion. Anything that's confusing or that's, you know, probably not bringing them, you know, this happiness in their life, they're just leaving it behind. Anything that's disappointing them or that's not aligning with them, they're leaving it behind. And it's not that they're necessarily hiding it, but they don't feel a need to broadcast it either. You know, they don't feel a need to tell you or reach out to you or, you know, communicate this to you. But this person has a new beginning starting for them. If they haven't already walked into it, then they have a new beginning that's starting for them that is going to be much more prosperous, much more fulfilling, much more abundant. And unfortunately, fire signs, they're ready to leave it all behind. They're ready to leave everything else behind. With the Three of Cups being clarified by the Hermit here, they are aligning with more people whom are supportive, whom are going to bring them more emotional fulfillment, more people that they can celebrate life with. That's what I'm getting from this Three of Cups being followed by the Ten of Cups. And it looks like this is coming after a period of introspection, a time where they've basically just been to themselves. They haven't really been out and about like that. They've kind of been in hermit mode, just working on themselves and becoming more spiritually enlightened and wise. And that's what they're doing. So let's see, how does that relate to you though? Tell me more, Spirit. Every time I drop cards, I want to reshuffle, because to me it just kind of, that's what I feel guided to do for one. Tell me more, Spirit, about how this person on fire sign's mind feels about them. Okay, so we got the Two of Cups here. And we're going to move this up here. Tell me more. So we got the Two of Cups followed by the Six of Wands. They possibly could be dealing with someone else. This is someone who still cares about you though. Like, they still care about you. There may even still be some feelings, but if things weren't working out, then they've decided basically to move on from it. And I got the Five of Cups here, so there is a little bit of grief that this person feels with leaving things behind, because maybe they expected this with you, and because they couldn't get it with you, they went and found that probably within themselves, and now they're attracting more of it in their lives. At least that's what it looks like here so far. Then we got the Six of Wands. This person has recently achieved or succeeded at doing something, whether that be in their career or, money-wise, or just manifesting something. And they're starting to get more recognition. They're starting to get more recognition just for being them. That's what I'm getting. Tell me more, Spirit, about how they feel about fire. Oh, you might be dealing with an air sign, maybe. Or one of you or both of you have air sign placements, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But Spirit, tell me more about how the person on fire sign's mind feels about them. Yep, this person is moving on. We got the Three of Swords. They are more committed to themselves now. This person is committed to themselves. They're committed to their goals. They're committed to their plans. And they're looking forward to something better. It doesn't mean that they have completely forgotten about you or they don't think about you, because they do miss you with the Six of Cups here. And that Two of Cups, I think there's still, like I said, some mutual feelings between y'all. But we're going to get into what happened to make them get to this point. We're going to get into it. But this person is moving forward. Tell me more about this King of Cups, Spirit. Clarify this King of Cups. Six of Swords. Tell me more about this King of Cups. This person could, either you got water sign placements, or this person views you as someone whom is very nurturing. But you kind of keep your feelings to yourself a little too much. This was a very difficult decision for them to make. You guys have been in separation from one another for a while. This is a difficult decision for them to make, for sure. Like, it was actually hard for them to move on. They're still doing it. They're doing it, but it's been hard for them. And I feel like with this initial spread, this is just basically the conclusion that they finally came to. But it took them a while to get to this point right here. And funny thing, I'm listening to music in my ears always. I'm listening to Cleo Soul's Miss Romantic, and what she just now said was, you deserve better. You deserve better, something about wanting more for yourself. So that's where this person is at with it. They feel like you were a little too hot and cold, too wishy-washy, too in and out. Them making this decision has helped them to continue to grow as a person. It's helped them to grow spiritually too. Let's see if we get anything else about how they actually feel about you. Yep, let's see. We got the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So they were very heartbroken by, whatever transpired between you, as well as, having to finally make this decision to just give up on it. Like I said, this is somebody who still has feelings for you. They still have feelings for you, but, honestly, just because you have feelings for somebody, or just because you love them, you care, whatever, it doesn't mean you have to, tolerate certain behaviors or settle for anything in a relationship or a connection where, you don't feel fulfilled, or you feel like someone's not matching you, whether that be mentally, emotionally, energetically, financially, whatever the case may be. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle. And that's basically what this person, that's what they felt. They felt like they might have been settling. That's what I just heard. They felt like they might have been settling. And then as I'm shuffling, the Three of Swords actually comes out of the deck. So yeah, don't think that this was easy for that person at all. This was not easy for them. It took them a while. I'm getting two things from that Knight of Pentacles. It took them it was a slow, long process for them. Like I said, the Six of Swords reverse. It took them a while to get to this very first row. It took them a minute. But also, there might have been some slow movement within the connection between the two of you that pushed them to this point. So those are the two things that I'm getting. Got the Page of Pentacles reversed here. Let's see. Tell me more, Spirit. I thought I saw something fall. There we go. Yeah, with the Nine of Cups right here on the bottom of the deck, then the Two of Wands right up underneath it, then the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it took them a lot of work on themselves to get to this point. So what I will say is that the connection that as far as how they feel about you, they still care about you, they still love you, but they love themselves more. And honestly, that's not wrong, fire signs. That's not wrong at all. People get unconditional love confused with unconditional tolerance. Unconditional love should not be unconditional tolerance, especially when it's toxic. That's never okay. Let's see, how do you currently feel about the person on your mind? Let's see how you feel about them. How does fire signs feel about the person on their mind, Spirit? So we got we got a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Cups. So that can mean two different things. Either you view this person as being very guarded, very discerning, smart, intelligent, clever, all of that stuff, as well as very intuitive and nurturing and kind and loving, or you got two people on your mind right now. One or the other. Let's see. How's this fire signs feel about the person on their mind? Six of Swords. Okay. Four of Wands. Page of Cups. Excuse the noise in the background. During this time of year, I love having my balcony open. I love feeling the fresh air, the sun, all of that. So I'm very sorry about the noise in the background. But you're moving on from someone here. I'm getting two different energies. I'm getting that you might just possibly have two people on your mind, honestly. I think the first one is true, but I'm getting two different energies. So we're going to slide this over here. And it looks like what's going on is you're walking away from this one right here. So the Queen of Swords, that's how you view one of the people on your mind, or they could possibly be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Then you have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You could either be dealing with one or thinking about one, but somebody you're leaving behind here. And you could be leaving both behind. You're leaving something behind, though, for sure. Something where there was some sort of foundation or relationship between you and someone. You might have had it with both of these people. I mean, I think in one of your readings or a couple of your readings, we've picked up on third-party energy. And I think each time the Queen of Cups has come out. So you might just be dealing with a water sign. Let me see something here before I say what I want to say. Clarify this Queen of Swords, Spirit. Clarify this Queen of Swords. Clarify this Queen of Swords. Oh. We have a few cards that fell out. Let's do that again. Clarify this Queen of Swords, Spirit. Clarify this Queen of Swords for me. Alright, so this Queen of Swords got the Devil and then the Ten of Cups. Clarify this Queen of Cups. We got the Four of Cups. The Hangman. And then we got the King of Cups in reverse. You and this person... Now, both of you could have some sort of water sign placements, but considering this is a fire sign reading, we're going to focus there. But you and this person are not matched. Like, see how theirs is in the upright and yours is in the reverse? There's something not aligning here. And with the Four Cups and the Hangman here, it looks like you're starting to see this person in a different light, in a different perspective. And that could be why you have the Six of Swords right here, where you kind of want to leave it behind. With this Four Cups, what I'm getting is with this Four Cups, these Three Cups that this person is all upset and sad about sitting on the floor, that's that Queen of Cups right there. But then there's this one cup right here that the universe was trying to give to you that you ignored. It was a blessing that was trying to be given to you that you ignored. You overlooked it. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Why is the Devil here with the Queen of Swords? Okay. So we got the Two and Three of Wands. Literally the Two and the Three of Wands. So this Queen of Swords, this is someone you had like somewhat of a toxic connection to as well. But this connection made you happier than this connection. This connection made you happier, but there was still some level of codependency here. The only thing is that you were unsure of the Queen of Swords energy. Like, something about this Queen of Swords had you feeling uncertain. Again, sorry about the noise. Something about this Queen of Swords energy, maybe it was alarming to you. Maybe. But something didn't sit right with you. It made you uncomfortable in a way. But at the same time, you saw a Ten of Cups with them, which makes no sense. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. This Queen of Swords is who you were in separation from. So yeah, this is two different people here for sure. This is two different energies I'm picking up on. Fire signs. Then I got the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. That's here. Like you felt like something was progressing between you and the Queen of Swords. It's as if, okay, I'm getting main chick, side chick vibes. Or main man, side man. Whichever, take it however it resonates. But we got two feminine energies right here. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords and how fire signs feels about her. Yeah, that's the one you're not in contact with. That connection was more healing for you. So what the... So I'm trying to figure out why the devil then. Why the devil? Why is the devil here with the Queen of Swords? The Seven of Pentacles. Why is the devil here with the Queen of Swords? Tell me more. Okay. So that's making sense. This... Because I did see that Six of Cups earlier, but it didn't come out of the deck when I was shuffling for this side. And this might be a past person, someone that you know that you're familiar with. This was somebody that you did not know that you were not familiar with, but they brought you more fulfillment, more happiness, more peace, more healing energy within the connection. I'm thinking this devil was you. That's not to say that they didn't have some toxic ways or, you know, especially in terms of their communication style with this Queen of Swords here. But I'm thinking that with all this other good energy and you being uncertain about this person, you allowed your past traumas and codependency and, you know, other habits that you've and survival tactics that you've picked up in past relationships and probably even here. You projected it here. You projected in here, and that's what made that person probably walk away. Tell me more. That's exactly what made that person walk away. Then I pulled the Eight of Cups. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. So it looks like you had a connection with two people going on. And you probably got both of them on your mind because you're probably wondering, what the hell happened? Like, you know, I had, you know, this person, that person, and now neither of them are working out. That should tell you something, fire signs. And that's not me being mean, not me being rude or anything, but it is to be completely honest with you. Sometimes we are our biggest enemy. Sometimes we are. Sometimes it's not other people. And that's not to say it's never other people, but sometimes it's us. Sometimes it truly is us, and we have to check ourselves. Part of being discerning is being able to check yourself. Being able to check and see when your energy is off, when, you know what I'm saying, when you're doing things that create the situations in your life, because a majority of what transpires in your life is self-inflicted. It's self-inflicted. This is a learning experience for you, babes. This is truly a learning experience. We're going to pull a few of these oracles. I want to say these are called What's the News? What's the News? So we're going to pull a few of these What's the News oracles. Give me a few oracles for my fire sign spirit. This energy is very chaotic, I will be honest with you. But it means it might be time to just, you know, self-evaluate. Time for some introspection. Time for some time to yourself. During that time, you know what I'm saying, for you to self-reflect, you'll be able to grow. And literally a bumblebee just flew right in here right after I said that. So that's your confirmation. It's time for you to self-reflect so that you can continue to grow and ascend spiritually. Spirit, give me a few oracles from my fire signs. Oh shit, we're dropping cards. First thing that falls out is harmony, balance, peace, and happiness, which is definitely something that you need. And you're only gonna, I'm not gonna say only, but you first have to discover and find that within yourself before you can get that in any connection or relationship, because you can only meet people as deep as you've met yourself, and vice versa. So if you haven't done the necessary inner work to, you know what I'm saying, in order to, like I said, in order to meet people, in order to attract the type of partner, relationship, whatever it is that you want, connections, then you're going to keep repeating the cycle. You're going to keep repeating the cycle. Nothing's going to work out. Give me a few more for my fire sign spirit. That is a stack of cards. I only want one at a time, spirit, please. And thank you. Give me one at a time. Heart to heart, wine and dine. I would say with this heart to heart, deep conversations, intimate discussions, blunt and honest, you could always, who knows, you might go on a date with this wine and dine. You might go on a date with or meet up with one of these people where you have like a heart to heart conversation. That's very possible with this Bonnie and Clyde here, but I feel like it's time to have that heart-to-heart with yourself. It is time to have that heart-to-heart with yourself. Wine and dine, to me, that's self-love. Like, forget the dating part, the romance. Like, these can be, the interpretation of these are subjective depending on the topic that you're talking about. And with harmony, heart-to-heart, and wine and dine, this is giving me straight self-love. You need some self-love. You need some self-love. You got to start pouring more into you, because you can't give to other people what you don't even have to give to yourself. That's why you feel so empty and depleted in your relationships and connections and friendships. Give me a few more, spirit, for my fire signs. Give me a few more. Frenemy. And it's funny because this one was actually crossing my mind. Right after that, light bulb moment. Right after that, recalling. Frenemy. Again, like I said earlier, sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. That's what that's about. That's not about fake friends. That's about you being deceptive and fake to yourself. You're not being authentic with you. So it's time for some soul growth. It's time for some deep reflecting. And this light bulb moment could be you finally realizing that, hey, it's me, and what do I need to work on or change about me to break this cycle, to fix these situations. And even during that time, there may be some grief. There's going to be some reminiscing. You're going to be thinking about the memories that you have with people. You're possibly even going to be thinking about what you did in certain situations or connections that, led to them ending the way that they did. Because it's easy to point the blame at other people when we have a difficult time looking at ourselves. That is always easy to do. So fire signs, this message was basically about you needing to look at yourself. Your behaviors, and just giving yourself more love. Just keep healing. It's not easy. And keep in mind that healing is not linear. It is not linear. It is a journey. There's no destination for it. Like, realistically, there's no destination. Like, it's just like infinite knowledge is out there. There's infinite possibilities for healing. 1:11 on the timer right after I said that. Y'all have a beautiful day, loves. Thank you for watching.